My name is Ness, I love movies, and today I'm going to be talking about A24's newest horror movie, Heretic. If you haven't seen the trailer, it's about two Mormon girls going door to door to complete their missionary work. They're trying to convert people to their church, and while they're doing this, they stumble upon Hugh Grant's home. Hugh Grant's character is seemingly charming, very old, and seemingly harmless, but they still need a woman to be present in their conversation in order for them to feel comfortable. He promises them that his wife is in the kitchen baking a pie, which they can clearly smell, or can they? While they're waiting for this wife to appear, they start having a conversation about their faith, which is really an interrogation from Hugh Grant's character. It's like he's been waiting his whole life for this moment. He is prepared with question after question, and it seems like he already has his judgments made about the Mormon faith. He compares their faith to fast food, to a variety of music artists such as Radiohead and Lana. He kind of forces them to confront their own beliefs and like to think deeper about their own beliefs. He's the villain, but honestly, he made some points as a former church-going person, not a Mormon, a Pentecostal, but when I was listening to him, I was like, oh, why is this villain making some points? Honestly, if Hugh Grant had me sat and was just wanting to lecture me on something, I'm staying, I'm listening, I'm completely all ears because it's Hugh Grant, and I think that's what's so interesting about this role for him too. It's like he's still not able to shake away that natural charm that he has. And I think that really works for this movie because even though he's obviously a villain, it's like you can't completely hate him, and that makes it even more interesting. The first half of this movie was so brilliant and so tight, very concise. It was just a conversation about faith, and that's when the movie felt its strongest, when it was exploring these ideas. Halfway through, this movie attempts to become barbarian, and that's kind of when it started losing steam for me. When it starts to fall into these generic tropes, it feels like a disservice to the brilliant writing at the beginning of the movie. It feels like ideas are started and then just kind of dropped by the end of the movie. The performances I really enjoyed, specifically Hugh Grant. He seemed to be having the time of his life. Sophie Thatcher plays a more jaded Mormon convert, which was very interesting to see her do. She has she's just perfect for that kind of role. I don't know, she's kind of the one you expect to be more feisty. And then Chloe East plays the more bubbly Mormon girl, and she has a lot more to do towards the end of the movie. She carries more of the movie towards the end. Also, this movie was just so beautifully shot. There are so many frames that seemed you could just screenshot it and then hang it on your wall, and it just felt like there was so much effort put into that aspect of the film. This movie is just so comforting. It feels like I'm gonna watch this a lot, even if I didn't completely love it. It feels like a comfort movie. It's surprisingly very funny, and yeah, even though it lost steam for me towards the end, I really appreciate all the ideas it was trying to tackle, and glad I got to see Hugh Grant having fun. I'm glad I got to hear Creep by Radiohead in a movie theater for the second year in a row.